Hello, everybody. My name's Rick McCutcheon. I'm a Dynamics 365 MVP, and I'm here with Doug Fiore from Tech Data. Doug, tell the people what Tech Data does and talk a little bit about what you do there.
Yeah, Tech Data is a global distributor of technology. So we provide a one-stop shop for all of the resellers around the globe that actually deploy technology solutions. So instead of having to manage multiple vendors, they can come to us and buy everything they need to drive solutions into their customers' businesses.
Excellent. So last year, Microsoft came to me and they said, we want you to meet Tech Data and start talking to them about this thing they've got called Tech Intensity. And we ran our first group through last fall. And what we're trying to do is get these non-Dynamics partners, Microsoft partners, to understand what a great opportunity Dynamics has become for them. And so we ran our first group through. So Doug, tell us a little bit about why Tech Data decided to put this program together and, talk in general about what we're doing.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So, we realize that there are thousands of Microsoft partners out there who don't really understand Dynamics and are missing an opportunity to drive new revenue streams into their business. So we felt it would be appropriate to reach out to those partners, do our best to try to educate them on Dynamics, help them understand what the revenue impact could be for their business and how they could drive even bigger margins than they're used to driving with their existing Microsoft business. So since Dynamics is a little different than a lot of the other Microsoft solutions that they sell, we felt it would be important to provide some hand-holding for them in order to make this transition. So we worked to develop this Tech Intensity program that takes a traditional Microsoft reseller and educates them on how to start to talk to their customers about Dynamics and then start driving Dynamics discussions and implementations into their customer base.
And what I really like about working with Tech Data is, the way we've formatted the program. So your Tech Data team, you have specific sellers that support partners just on Dynamics. You have a great relationship with Microsoft, so there's lots of resources, but we've put together a 4-week program where we kind of go deep into the products. And then afterwards, we work with the partner to get them actually up and going in the first 60 days.
That's correct. Yeah. So, through this program, we were able to take, let's say, a traditional Microsoft reseller who does maybe some Azure and they do some modern workplace and that type of thing. And by taking them through this process and holding their hands through the process, it's our goal to get at the end of this 4-week period, those partners to get them to their first Dynamics opportunity where they can actually go and close an opportunity and get them on their way to building their Dynamics practice pretty quickly.
And what I'm finding working in this program with your team is we're having some really interesting conversations. We talk to these partners after they sort of graduate our course and say, tell me about your business. Well, one says, I do mostly not-for-profit. The other one says, I do a lot of construction companies. Another one said, I do a lot of real estate management companies. And to them, they always thought Microsoft Dynamics was sales and opportunity, maybe a little customer service. They didn't realize the depth of the product. That yes, there's a whole vertical built out for construction. There's a whole vertical built out for not-for-profit. There's a whole vertical built out for just about any sort of business segment that they're working in. So I think educating partners and walking them through is the way to get this, get this program across the finish line and make it a success.
Absolutely. I mean, I think that we're seeing, as you said, Rick, that there are verticalized solutions that are built on Dynamics, and partners can leverage that. So if there's a traditional Microsoft reseller who has a lot of experience in, let's say, manufacturing or construction, we can quickly use tools that have been developed to accelerate their sales and implementation in those verticals. So for those partners that have a deep and a big customer base of construction companies, there's something there that gets you 80 to 90% of the way. And then you do another 10 to 20% for each customer based upon their needs. and you've fulfilled, a great business solution for your customers.
And the last layer that I'm really excited about is this P2P motion, partner to partner motion. Talk a little bit about, what you're building around that.
Absolutely. So what we've done is we've taken this base of traditional Microsoft resellers that we have here at Tech Data. It's thousands of our partners that are selling to tens of thousands of end customers. And we're encouraging those partners to go off to those end customers and have discussions around, are you using QuickBooks, or are you using spreadsheets to manage your sales organization? And just have those initial discussions. And then when they come back to us and they say, well, listen, I have a customer that's interested in Dynamics, but maybe I don't want to build a Dynamics practice. We then take those leads that they're bringing back to us, and we introduce those to Dynamics partners and partners that are doing business with us already. So we can then create a win-win situation between the Dynamics ecosystem and the traditional Microsoft reseller ecosystem and drive business together.
And it's surprising the opportunities that these partners are coming back with, because that's what I'm having the conversations about. And, how many are, working with companies right now looking to, replace their whole accounting system? Well, these partners have no experience with that. We've got a P2P partner. Another 2 of them came back with fair-sized field service opportunities. And I gotta tell you, in the Dynamics world, field service opportunities are beautiful. They're what partners want to work on, because they're bigger projects, they're interesting projects, and they just walk in and say, oh, by the way, I got a customer that needs 50 field service licenses. They would not be able to tackle that on their own, but we had partners in the wings who've done dozens of these projects who can come in to actually support them.
Absolutely. And we've vetted those Dynamics partners, so we know who can deliver and who can't, and we make the appropriate introductions to make sure that everyone's successful. And it's all really kind of done on a deal by deal basis, where Tech Data doesn't try to drive terms and conditions into these relationships. We try to make and broker a relationship and allow those 2 parties to identify the terms and conditions that work best for both of them on every deal. So in some situations, it may be that the traditional Microsoft reseller retains the licensing for the Dynamics licensing, and they have that recurring revenue. And it may be in some situations, based upon the relationship, that it's a referral fee and the Dynamics partner keeps the licensing, but they pay some percentage back in terms of the amount of services that were generated. So it's very fluid, and we try not to box our partners in, and try to allow the partners that are working on these deals together to navigate what makes sense and make it a win-win for everyone.
So Doug, I've worked on a few of these initiatives before, trying to get these non-Microsoft Dynamics partners over to our Dynamics world, and it's always been a challenge. But I think Tech Data is actually working the kinks out of the system, and I think you're on the right track. So how do people get involved with Tech Data if I'm a Microsoft partner today and really, thinking about building a Dynamics practice?
It's very easy. I mean, it's reaching out to me here at Tech Data. I have an entire team here in the U.S., and I know we have resources in Canada as well. It would be reaching out to myself, or I'm sure, Rick, you would make the introductions that you would be happy to make, right?
Absolutely,
and
I'll put some information in the post to go along
Sure.
with this video.
Absolutely. So, we have full teams here, both in the U.S. and Canada, that are hired in place in order to support any needs you have about either, if you're a Dynamics partner working with Tech Data in order to resell Dynamics and participate in this lead generation program, or if you're a traditional modern workplace partner or Microsoft reseller, we have everything you need and to participate in the partner-to-partner program, or go a step further and work on enabling your business to become a Dynamics partner.
Okay, Doug, thanks for your time, and we'll be checking in again to find out more about tech intensity and where it goes.
Thanks so much, Rick.